Hello, you guys. You are still watching the live takeover with Shay Johnson, Speak Up and Speak Out version on USA Fibroids Center's page. And today, we're going over my doctor's appointment that I had. I posted 2 videos of my doctor's appointment. And the first video showed the actual ultrasound. They told me the size of the baby, which I am 35. They said I'm 35, almost 36. I thought I was 36 in a couple days, but I'm 35 weeks, almost 36 weeks, and she is 7.2 pounds. Is that big for a baby? You guys, is that big for a baby at 35 plus weeks? Almost 36 weeks? Do you guys know? I know I got some moms on here in the building because I'm new at this, because my doctor told me, well, that's a pretty nice size for 36, almost 36 weeks. So we went on and looked at that. We also checked the fibroids because I have 3, and the 2 that the nurse was able to see while doing my ultrasound, she said they shrunk. So I'm like, don't get me all excited for nothing, you know what I mean? But they said that's average for a baby. Well, I hope so. I didn't want her to be a 10-pounder, you know. But I'm glad that's average. So anyway, that's the plane going by. She said the fibroid, because the last time I went, the fibroids were over 5.2 centimeters. And now she said the 2 biggest fibroids are around 4.1 centimeters. And I said, that doesn't sound right, because that means they got smaller. So the second video, part 2 of my doctor's appointment, I was actually talking to the doctor, and she went over what happened in the ultrasound, and I wanted to know, like, did my fibroids shrink? And she said, I don't believe they shrunk. I just believe that we couldn't see them well because of the baby and the sac and everything that was in the way. It looked like they were smaller. But keep in mind, it is common for the fibroids to shrink, but not go all the way down. But it's common for the fibroids to shrink while pregnant, or definitely after the pregnancy. What I'm hoping is, once I have my cesarean, the fibroids will kind of shrink smaller and won't grow in size, because I don't want to make that decision to have to go back and be recut again to remove my fibroids with the myomectomy. That's something I'm not interested in, because I had my first myomectomy 2 years ago to remove 4 fibroids. One was really aggressive. I'm about to be cut again to have my cesarean to move my daughter. And then, 3 months later, go back for another cut to remove the fibroids that I have now. I'm just not interested in that. I'm already scared of the C-section, because the cut that I had to remove my fibroids was about maybe like this long. It's not that long at all. The cut for my baby will probably be about this long, which is still not bad. That's really nice that they can make that small incision to remove your child. And it will be basically in the same area as my myomectomy cut. And then go back in and cut. It's like the healing process for the procedure I'm going to have with the C-section is similar to the myomectomy. And it's painful. It is painful. So I do have some decisions to make, but I thought that was interesting to find out that it's possible that the fibroid shrunk, which, of course, little old Shay, trying to keep the faith, keep hope alive, that is the case. And once my baby is removed, they will go down more. I know they won't shrink and disappear. I know that. I understand that. But at least I'm hoping they'll shrink to the size where they really won't bother me. But yeah, here's my baby. It's a little baby girl. And by the way, her name is Shajaya. Again, it's Shajaya. It's Arabic, and it means brave. My mother named her. So her nickname is Jaya, but her full name is Shajaya. Shajiyah. In Arabic, it's pronounced Shajia, but we're American, so her name is Shajaya. So little baby Shajaya, my doctor was basically letting me know. And I want you guys, whoever didn't look at the video, it's posted now. I have 2 posts from one doctor's appointment. One is with the nurse doing the ultrasound, and the other is with the actual doctor. So if you haven't seen it, go take a look at the post, and you'll see what I'm talking about when the only thing we could do was monitor the fibroids. So I was excited to hear that they shrunk. But then when my doctor said that's a possibility they didn't shrink, we just can't see them based on this ultrasound, the actual size. I have another doctor's appointment on Monday, which I'm going to videotape that one too. Even though I won't go live again for like 2 weeks, I still want you guys to go through the entire process with me. And I'm also going to try to get some footage, during my C-section procedure. There's certain angles that I won't be able to show you, but I'll try to capture a little. And then once I'm in my recovery room, I'm going to also try to capture the area where my C-section cut will be, which will also be the same area of the myomectomy procedure to remove the fibroids I have now, if I decide to go that route in 3 months. But I told Dr. Yan that once I have the baby, he, myself, and his wife can sit down, because they're so familiar with UFE, and they'll tell me what's the best option on and what I should do. Because there is a possibility I might want to have a second child. I wish I had twins, but I might want to have a second child. And we'll just see the best way to either get rid of the fibroids, leave them alone, maybe have a UFE procedure, which is the uterine fibroid embolization procedure, the non-surgical procedure to remove the fibroids. But everyone's case in my last live, when I was speaking to Dr. UFE, that's Dr. Shiloh, by the way. He's one of the doctors that performs the UFE procedures for USA Fibroid Centers. He was telling me that the location of fibroids is different for everyone. So based on the location, based on the size, based on how many you have, will determine what's best for you. So once I have my baby, we'll figure out what's the best option for me. The good thing is my fibroids were never blocking my fallopian tube, because that's the case for certain people. And when that happens, you can't get pregnant, or you start to have complications, or you could have miscarriages because of fibroids. But God is good. There is faith, because I have fibroids and I have almost a full-term baby here. So my point of talking to you guys about what I'm going through is to educate you, for number one, so you make the best decisions for